Chapter 37, The Secret Lover of the Crown Prince of the Underworld 11. Fifth Master. The butler followed Diana out, and when he saw the car window slowly roll down, revealing Finn's handsome face, he immediately greeted him. Finn indifferently nodded to him, "Long time no see." This butler had been in the Stephen family for more than 40 years, naturally he recognized Finn. Even after the previous Stephen family's old master and madam passed away, he was still taking care of Finn. Therefore, Finn still respected him, but it was just like that. His affinity was shallow. He left the country at a young age. After so many years, the initial little bit of affection had long since evaporated. "Fifth Master, the master is not here today. Would you like to come in and sit?" the butler respectfully said. "No need." Finn's gaze stopped at Diana. "I'm not here to find Big Brother today, I'm here to find Miss Doris." "Seven?" The butler was a little surprised, then lowered his voice, and said nervously, "May I ask you, did Seven do something wrong?" "How?" Finn frowned slightly, his tone even more indifferent. The butler saw his gloomy face, and could only hastily shake his head. "No, it's nothing." But actually, Diana stepped forward to support the butler, then looked up at Finn. "Fifth Master, what do you want from me?" Finn saw her distant and indifferent expression, and for some reason, his heart suddenly felt empty, and he could only reluctantly say 2 words, "Get in." She nodded, then said to the butler in unison, "Don't worry, nothing will happen." The butler's lips twitched, but in the end, he still didn't say anything. She got into the car, and sat next to Finn. She actually didn't feel awkward at all, but instead asked, "Yesterday, you also asked Assistant Bush to invite me to talk about cooperation." "Talk about cooperation?" Finn was slightly stunned. "Isn't it? He said you have a matter that only profits and no losses, waiting for me to cooperate." She tilted her head, blinking her peach blossom eyes. He pondered for a few seconds, then remembered that he didn't tell him the purpose yesterday when Tony invited her, so he found an excuse to cooperate. "It's really a matter that only profits and no losses. Do you want to consider it?" He looked at her, the corner of his lips slightly raised, revealing an extremely shallow smile. "Then I want to hear what business it is." She pretended to be very natural and looked straight at him, her heart beat a little faster. Closer looking felt he was more handsome. The usual iceberg cold appearance was broken by that side of her lips' faint smile, like spring water flower light, beautiful beyond description. He seemed to see through her pretense, suddenly put close to her, attentively looked at her moist bright eyes, used a kind of almost whispering intimate voice to whisper, "Marry me, be my Stephen madam." She was a little surprised and opened her eyes wide, so close, could see his eyelashes and his dark gray eyes reflecting herself. Because of what?" She swallowed, blushed and then looked up. Too close, she was so nervous that her heart was beating irregularly. "Because of what?" He asked again, paused for a moment, then said, "I don't know why, but as soon as I saw you, I wanted to be with you, wanted to eat with you, help you choose the food you don't like from the bowl, wanted to hug you, wanted to be close to you, all I wanted was to overwhelm you." Hooligan. She cursed angrily in her heart, but when she spoke, she was still calm and rational. "Fifth Master, this joke is really not good to laugh at." He felt a little unhappy in his heart. He became serious, and said, "I have never joked. But I am just a bodyguard. Moreover, a bodyguard who likes Adam." She added in her heart. Chapter 38, The Secret Lover of the Crown Prince of the Underworld 12. Host. "You absolutely cannot agree." 2333 suddenly jumped out. "Your OCC is already 5. Don't worry, I know my limits. She is a qualified actress, she is now 7, is 7 who likes Adam for more than 10 years, naturally will not agree to Finn's pursuit. If she wants to truly stand on Finn's boat, she must first create a reasonable condition that makes 7 can lose all hope for Adam, and now that is an opportunity. It's me who is too impatient." Finn pondered for a moment, suddenly said, "I will give you time, hope you can also give me a chance to pursue you." She looked at him a little stupidly, her face slightly flushed, but in fact it was not like the usual cold and hard to approach, instead revealing a naive little girl. 7 was actually the same as Daniel, not deep-minded, and a little innocent. Breaking that layer of disguise was the real her. Then what about now? Where do you want to go? She asked softly. Finn originally booked at that revolving restaurant last time, but he suddenly thought, he actually did not really understand her. If she was not used to eating French food, it would be a little embarrassing. So he said, let's go eat. What do you want to eat? I haven't been back for a long time, I don't know much about the people here's taste. Who are you fooling? She inwardly cursed, but she still pretended to be serious and thought, do you like Asian food? Like. At this moment, even if he didn't like it, he still wanted to say he liked it. Then can you eat spicy food? She asked again. Kenny paused for a second then said. Then let's go eat spicy food. Linan Street has a newly opened spicy food restaurant. The taste is really authentic and the environment is also not bad, although it can't be compared with high-end restaurants, but the taste is not wrong. She suggested. She wanted to eat for a long time, but helplessly she always didn't have the chance to go. Okay. As you wish. He saw her delicate eyes were filled with laughter, and couldn't help but feel happy. Oh my God, my maiden heart. Her eyes sparkled. This fifth master, how did he grow up to be so handsome and still so charming? Can't stand it, I really want to marry him immediately. Host likes beautiful people, is there any help? Online waiting, urgent. Arrived at the destination, another assistant of Finn from another car first came down, looked at the bustling extraordinary spicy food restaurant, brows furrowed. She stood at the front car door, respectfully waiting for Finn to come out. Who would have thought that the first to come out was Diana? The two people faced each other. Diana immediately knew that the other party was not too friendly to herself. Thinking about it, always high and mighty like a rich man, Stephen Fifth Master actually lowered his value to come to this kind of place. This is afraid that it is very difficult for the people around him to accept. However, this person does not seem to be a sensible person. What does boss want to do? When does the request need to be approved by the assistant? Sure enough, as soon as Finn got out of the car, the assistant spoke up. Fifth Master, the environment here is not very good. I'm afraid the hygiene situation is also not good. Please think about it. The revolving restaurant reservation has not been cancelled yet. Why not change the route? Maybe Miss Doris will also like it. Diana rolled her eyes. Before Finn opened his mouth, she said it makes sense. You might as well listen to her suggestion. It's just that I really want to eat spicy food today, so thank you for bringing me here. No, I feel this place is really good. Seeing Diana actually thought of separating from him like this, he immediately grabbed her slender hand. At the same time, he also had dissatisfaction with his assistant, although the outside world rumored that he was always cruel and cold-blooded, but he always only focused on his work ability towards the people around him, and would not over-control them. Who would have thought that he didn't control others, but others thought of controlling him? It was really funny. He hid the hatred in his eyes, not letting Diana discover the anger he was carrying at this moment.